What up, though, world? It's your boy Trap Talk Blue, man. I know I ain't been working like I supposed to, but I've been working behind the scenes, trying to get something together real big. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to push this channel, push it, push it, push it. Yeah, I'm trying to link up with other stuff more than just YouTube. I'm trying to go to iHeart, a lot more outlets. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on everything I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build a real podcast more so than a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of shit to talk. But one thing I want to talk about now is alcohol and drug addiction, right? It's getting to depression, alcohol, drug addiction, depression, right? Suicide, things of that nature, right? And the reason I'm talking about it, because it's that time of year, right? So this reason I started this story. I started this story because I got a hell of a testimony, man. I done been through it all. Like I said, I started to do comedy, but then it switched on me, right? Okay, I ain't really did shit. I do little skits on here. Y'all see them, look through my shorts. I could do like the, whatever you call it when you do the after shit. But I've been really, I built this, like I said, I got a hell of a testimony, bro. I done been through it all. That's why I be so much on the gun laws, drug addiction, depression, relationship, anything you can name pretty much I done been through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to touch the masses with it. So now I seen something that really struck me. Like I said, mother and son arguing. The mother was on drugs, yada, yada, yada. And plus it's getting towards Christmas, right? This is a time where this shit triggers a lot. Depression. Around the holidays, people get depressed. You know what I'm saying? They lost loved ones. You might not afford to buy your kids or buy people presents, and it's a lot of pressure. And not only is, like I say, the bad thing, sometimes if you got a drug or alcohol addiction, sometimes bad shit can trigger it. Like anybody who use substances, right? This shit is the holidays is the most time really you can be triggered because of like I say, because of the depression, missing people, or you can't afford this or that, or it can be good. Sometimes doing good. Sometimes, okay, people partying, you going to parties and you looking at this shit and it's like, oh, just one drink or one of this or that and I'll be good. Next thing you know, you off to the races. So, I'm trying to mix all this shit in. But what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to really say about this shit is like, people don't know my story, man. I dealt with alcohol abuse and I used to be hooked on pills. I got hooked on pills like in the early 2000s, Norcos and shit like that. That's far as I ever went with it, though. I never upped it, you know what I'm saying? That was bad enough a habit, but I lost a lot of people in the process, you know what I'm saying? So I know what it's like to go through this, man. So what I want to say is like, man, this time of year, right? We put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We want to buy our kids nice stuff and, you feel bad, but it's too much, man. You got to have your kids understanding. Like times is hard. You know what I'm saying? Get them what you can. And see, some of these holidays, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of these motherfucking holidays is just made up shit. Like the holidays we celebrate, we come to find out now that slaves was killed and all this shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? We just celebrate them because there's something to celebrate. I don't know what none of this shit mean, to be honest with you. I swear to God, I don't. I don't know what the fuck is Thanksgiving for, July the 4th. I don't know none. I'm being honest. I don't know. I just celebrate it because motherfuckers are celebrated. So now they go from celebrating July the 4th to Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? And so you know what's funny about that shit is niggas are still celebrating July the 4th, though. After we found out what it meant and this and this and this and what Juneteenth meant. Juneteenth, I don't hear a goddamn firework. People forgot all about that shit. But 4th of July, this bitch gonna be lit up every year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my people, bro, I just don't understand them. It's like, and we put, us especially as black people, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves during these holidays. And I know how I get during the holidays. I watched my mother, my uncle, my grandmother, my aunt. I lost a lot of people in these last few years. And, you know, during the holidays, everybody used to be together cooking and this and this. And it's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? And it could cause depression, man. And some people give up. You know what I'm saying? Some people give up in life. You don't know what's on nobody's mind, man. People get so tired. I've been through it. I'm going through it. That's why I'm speaking on this. Like, I've been through a real struggle mentally lately. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with the alcohol abuse, drug abuse, man. I stopped taking pills a while back. You know, I ain't took a pill probably in 5, 6, 7 years, maybe. I say about 2018, about 5 years was the last time I really fucked with any type of pill. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't dare fuck with that shit no more. No way, all that fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? But I know how and what alcohol and drugs can do to a family and to a person. You know, like I was watching this lady the other day. I got her on tape, actually. She had a pipe in her hand. She was smoking crack. But you know what I'm saying? A whole different drug, but a drug is a drug. She walking up Finkel, a street, you know, from my hood, and she just talking to herself, and she not even herself. And so most motherfuckers, if you from the outside looking in, like, this motherfucker is mentally ill. But she not mentally ill. She's sane in the motherfucker. She's on drugs, right? And that's what causing her to act this way. I got a dude from my hood that's a cool dude, right? But when he get high off that shit, he out there rolling around in the goddamn snow and ground and shit. He not even himself. So a doctor couldn't even diagnose him. Like, how can you know, you can't even be diagnosed. They don't know if this shit off drugs or is you mentally fucked up. But a lot of people got both going on. And you shouldn't be using no motherfucking drugs on top of that mental illness. And where I'm from, Detroit, there's no more mental help around. There's no big facilities you can really go to say, hey, come here if you having a mental breakdown. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with the drug addiction thing. Now they want to hold you for 8, 9 days and let you go. What the fuck? They just making a killing and the door just revolving. They not really trying to help you. What can you do at the most 20 days? You there 20 days. You've been on these drugs for fucking 20 years and they give you tops 20 days in a program. You know what I'm saying? So we got no help. You know what I'm saying? But yet, it's a liquor store. This is what I'm trying to get to. The government is really the cause of all this shit. The number one killer and worst drug known to man is alcohol. They call it alcohol or whatever. It's a drug, though. It's a drug. And it's on every fucking corner where I'm from. Right? Alcohol kill more people than any disease. Fuck what they talking about. Because look how many diseases alcohol causes. Heart disease, brain disease, liver, lungs, heart, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? It causes all type of shit alcohol can cause. Cirrhosis at the liver, pancreas, all type of shit. It's known alcohols. Not only the effects that it have on a person, his family, his living, his life. He can't hold his job down. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers kill motherfuckers, end up in prison because of alcohol. Wake up, then kill people in a car accident. Then woke up and had unsafe sex because you drunk. I mean, alcohol affect people way more than you think. And it's instant. It ain't like, you know, some drugs you take. It take years for you to kind of notice. Alcohol right off rip. You can get drunk one motherfucking time and you can lose your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's the only drug that if you stop using, besides, it's 2 drugs, you know, besides benzos, if you try to stop alcohol, cold turkey, it can kill you. It'll kill you dead than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You have a seizure or whatever, right? So, you know, and the government control that shit. The same thing with the pills, the opiate epidemic. They led that shit. It was, look, the government done that and still doing it. You know what I'm saying? And then, look, it don't matter. So even when you go to, like, other drugs, okay, we know the alcohol, the marijuana now, so they damn near covering the whole market. They been bringing the cocaine in. We know that, the heroin, you know what I'm saying? The government do that. And where they put that shit, they put that shit straight here in the motherfucking middle of the hood. The guns, how the fuck you think we get so many guns here? How and why is so many illegal guns in the cities? I ain't gonna just say the city of Detroit. How is that we got so many illegal guns in the city? And I say illegal, I put an emphasis on it. You go out to the suburbs, everybody got a gun. Everybody hold firearms, but they're not illegal guns, right? Why do we have so many illegal guns? Why don't we exercise our right to when we get 18 years old, we go buy a rifle. We get 21, we go get a CPL. Why do we have all these illegal guns with switches and shit like that on there? Shit that can get you life but you go out to the suburbs, they got this same shit. But it's okay for them to have them because they went through this procedure. You know how many motherfuckers I see on YouTube and TikTok shooting fully automatics with switches on them on TV, so you know they're illegal. But when they're in the hands of young black kids, they make it look so horrible and so bad. Where did they get this from? Who are doing? Where the fuck do you think we get them from? We don't go nowhere out our element. Most of the shit that we sell and do, it come to us. We're not traveling overseas to bring shit here. We're not really going state to state doing a motherfucking thing. Most niggas stay in their city. Now, if we got a plug outside somewhere with a dope cheaper to bring it back, but where we going to? We going to another major city where what? A bunch of niggas at. To get this shit and bring it back. So they flood our city with all this illegal shit. Then they act like they doing their job to get it off the street. But you the motherfuckers that put it there. That's job security like a motherfucker. So they talk all that out. We want to stop crime shit. But y'all, why would you want to stop crime when that's your job? So you telling me you don't want to work? If you love this field that you in so much, why would you want it to stop? Why would you want crime to stop? Then what the fuck would you do then? So, man, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. All that shit is ass backwards, man. And we have no help. We have no help. It's no help. You know what I'm saying? So, I know I'm jumping subjects, but I just got on this subject, man, because this time of the year, it's a lot that go with this. Like I say, depression. People have lost their loved ones, man, and like, we gotta find out a way to understand. Look, this is life. And the most part of Christmas is you want to give, right? You want to give. You want to make sure your kids got everything. So people doing any and everything just to make their kids happy when, we shouldn't put so much emphasis on this. You want your kids to have nice things, but it shouldn't be like, well, I'm going to go out here and kill, steal, and rob for this shit. Your kids understand, look, it's hard times. You get them a toy or two. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what it is. Like, why do we celebrate Christmas anyway? I mean, you know what I'm saying, though? Like, I kind of understand it, but it shouldn't be, if Christmas is a godly day, what's this day Jesus was born? I told you, I don't know nothing about these holidays, really, right? But if that's true, then it's supposed to be about loving, cooking, gathering, loving each other. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be, oh, break my motherfucker. Most people don't know what this shit is about anyway. Like me. Most people don't know what none of this shit mean. They just go they doing what the Romans do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, on Thanksgiving, motherfuckers know we gonna cook and eat. They don't know what the fuck Thanksgiving really stand for. You know what I'm saying? They just say, hey, I thank God for giving me this, this, and this. They don't know the real reason for like the 4th of July. People really don't know. Labor Day. People don't know what the fuck these holidays really actually mean and where they come from. Because when you really study them, you be like, oh, this some fucked up shit. Look at Halloween. You know what I'm saying? So it's just we put more pressure on us than we need to be, man. And like I say, this is a time of year, man. Suicide rate high as ever. Like I said, any addiction, this is the most time where it gets triggered one way or the other. Either you doing bad or good. And that's in life. If you got an addiction, bro, everybody think because when you doing bad, you want to do drugs. No, sometimes doing good could, you know what I'm saying? Because you always think, oh, I'm doing good. Now I got it. You know what I'm saying? I do this, but so you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, man, this is real shit, bro. Both drugs that I use, alcohol and pills, right? They come from the government. I remember when I got on pills, 2003. Yeah, like 2003, I think I got on pills. I was working at this place, and I'll never forget this lady named Sharon. She was a little older than me. I was about 23 or something like that. And I remember I had a toothache. I came from Burger King, and I remember I said, "Damn, Sharon, you got something for a toothache?" She was like, "Yeah, huh? Take one of these." So she gave me one, and I had a pop in my hand. I had a Whopper meal, so I took it. She said, "No, you a big fella." She said, "Huh, take this one." And so when she said, "You a big fella," I'm like, "Bitch, what the fuck you giving me? What you mean I'm a big fella?" She laughed. She's like, "No, just, man, I took both of these motherfuckers." And, I was building racing engines. We was building big block Chevy engines, 502s and all that shit. And we had the 350s too. So I was building the cylinder heads. I was putting them together. And I remember she kept coming over there looking at me like, now, I always been in the street, so I always kind of hustled. So I sold all these motherfuckers drugs. But back then, I had no idea about no pills. I didn't know. All I knew was crack, heroin, weed. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. All that lean shit, pill shit was nowhere in the scene. Didn't know nothing about no motherfucker in history addicted to pills. So this motherfucker come over there, dog, and about 30 minutes later, I'm in that motherfucker doing 3 motherfuckers' jobs. I'm over that motherfucker. Get out the way. I got all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in a good mood talking shit. I'm always talking shit. Everybody laughing. She just bust out laughing. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this shit you gave me? It was on from the races. Once she told me, and then I remember my white boy John, he used to come to me and buy like 500 of them. Back then, I ended up getting a plug once I found out, you know what I'm saying, what they were, and they wanted them. Shit, I hooked up with my boy and I started selling them to him. 500 at a time, you know what I'm saying? And back then, them bitches only going for $1 or $2. I think I was paying like $1, $2 for them. I was selling them for $5 back then, though. You know what I'm saying? And I was selling a lot of weed back then, even back then. But I always kept a job, though, even when I hustled. So, but yeah, so that's how I got on pills, man. And that shit destroyed my whole motherfucking life. And not only did it destroy my life, it destroyed. So I'm getting high off this shit. It ain't really to me, it's nothing. It's just I'm drinking with it. I'm the same person. It's not noticeable. I'm not doing nothing out of the ordinary. That's how I am. Even when I'm drinking half the time, you wouldn't know it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it became my cousin. He was like, man, what the fuck? I said, I'm on these motherfuckers right here. So he took a few of them. They don't do shit for me. So after a while, I'm like, why you keep taking them? But after a while, he like shit. He liked them, right? And that was the worst shit I could have ever done, bro. If I could rewind his hands of time, man. And but my cousin, he didn't win the battle. You know what I'm saying? He lost his life over that shit. You know, and I just see. I stopped once I knew what that shit was. Once I got sick, the first time I got sick off that shit, and I knew when I stopped, that shit ain't nothing but heroin. It's nothing but heroin, my baby. One time I got sick, I thought I had AIDS. It was fucking July, 100 degrees outside. I had sold about 20, 30 pounds of weed. I had the money. I had to come back. I grabbed the machine. I went to the house to count the money up. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm sitting that motherfucker like I got the flu. It got so bad that I had to lay down. And I literally called my baby mama. I ain't had kids then, but my girl called my mama. I'm like, hey, I told my girl, bring me some Tylenol, some NyQuil, this, and this. I said, I'm fucked up. Bring me some. I said, dog. I said, I can't even make it to the door. That's how sick I was. I couldn't get out the bed to make it to the door. I'm like, if you got to, kick the fucking side door in. Real talk, that's how sick I was. But my baby mama talked me into getting to the door. So I gathered up enough strength to get to the door. I didn't want to go to the hospital. I'm scared. Like I say, I went to her house and I was in bed for 3 days suffering. And a guy named Kentucky, older guy, he had been telling me, leave them fucking pills alone. And you need to stop drinking. You too good of a guy to be drinking, bro. You likable. Like, everybody like fucking with you, that drinking. And these pills only gonna cause you harm. So soon as I cut my phone on after the 3rd day, I had enough strength for a little bit. I got up, I cut the motherfucking phone on. First person calling him. I mean, the phone didn't even come on good. He got a deep voice, raspy ass voice. Nigga, where you at? I said, man, he said, man, I seen all the cars around your house, man, and nobody seen you. He said, man, I was about to come kick your door in, man. Make sure you all right in there. I don't know who to talk to. He like, man, I said, man, I had the flu or something, man. He said, you ain't got no motherfucking flu. He said, I told you, that's them pills. He said, take 2 pills right now. He said, take a few of them pills and watch. And man, once he told me that, because he just wanted me to feel better, he told me that's what it is. I told you not to fuck with him. I took, called next door, got the 2 pills. I jumped out the bed like new money. Man, my life, after that shit, it was over, my baby. You know what I'm saying? So, and the alcohol. And then listen, man, it's the things that you do. And then this whole story is about this right here. The whole reason I thought about talking about this all day long. I can go on for hours talking about telling stories about this and this, how many people I done lost, the shit I done been through and done. I mean, it's gonna take a process. I'm gonna talk about it all, but the thing is this, man. The person you become off alcohol and drugs, bro, so many good people really get fucked up and do fucked up shit on alcohol and drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm into my family, my kid's mother, over drinking. You know what I'm saying? I get drinking, I get to getting paranoid and crazy shit, and it's just, and it's so fucked up because the government said it's okay though. It's okay, right? It's okay. It's drink long as you want, do what you want. But that shit is no joke. And you know how many parents out here, you know how fast time go by? We fuck up so much time thinking everything cool, getting high. And next thing you know, you neglecting people, you talking to people crazy, you doing shit that you wouldn't normally do. And it's like, God damn, next thing you know, you look up, your kids getting older. And, you know, you done so much fucked up shit. And, you know, it's crazy how people will forgive shit. But they always say, you know, you got to forgive yourself first, right? And that's hard to do when you know you done fucked over so many good people. Now, I ain't never been no thief, and I ain't never been no dope fiend. You know what, motherfucker stealing, but I'm just saying, just getting high, period, man. You know what I'm saying? That fog your mind. Look how much money done touched my hands, and I just done fucked up making bad decisions. Not even getting high with it, but just making bad decisions, buying dumb shit that don't mean nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm really business-minded. I supposed to have been a multi-millionaire 10 times over. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I supposed to be up 100 M's right now. Real talk. Like, with my mind thought process, the shit that I'm on, I supposed to have been about it. I supposed to have been that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, that shit ain't no joke. That's why I tell these motherfuckers, these rappers and shit, they talking about how good this lean and shit is. And, you know, all this shit, that's nothing but heroin, man. That's nothing but heroin, man. And alcohol is just as worse than that shit. And it's legal. So if you can, leave all that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to have none of that shit. Now, if you can become a social drinker, son, if you can handle it, cool. But I'm telling you, man, that shit they promoting, these pills and that lean, man, and that's unbelievable. Why would I ever want to get somebody hooked on that shit when I know the road that it took me to? Look at all the losses I done took. You know what I'm saying? Behind that shit ain't no joke, man. You know, and yeah, it's fucked up. You know, so like when I seen that lady and her son out there arguing, that shit really touched me because I know, and that even though he cussing his mama out, calling her everything under the sun, and she telling him fuck him, but she knows she was wrong from stealing from him. But you know, they both, his mama is the starter. She's the problem. She's the drug addict, right? So she, on the inside, is killing her. She looking like, damn, I'm on drugs. I done stole from my own son. But that's what drugs make you do. But then that caused her son to act away out of hate and anger. And so he's reacting to that shit the only way he know how. But at the same time, he's saying shit that's going to hurt him in the end way more than it ever hurted her. Just the fact that he talked to his mama like that is going to eat him up in the long run. So it's just some hurtful shit all the way around. You know what I'm saying? This shit is just bad, bro. And I'm telling you, this government play a dirty game with us. That's why we so fucked up now. This shit is strategically planned, though. I know I use that word a lot, but it is. It's planned, nigga. We ain't never had no boat to bring no dope over here. A nigga ain't never brung. And if a nigga, well, Frank Lucas went over there, what he brung a couple kilos of cocaine to sell to his neighborhood. I'm talking about these motherfuckers bringing tons upon tons. Nigga, Florida was built off of cocaine. They'll tell you that all day. The United States damn near was built off of this cocaine. And now they got smart. Now it's the legal pills and shit. You know how much money this shit bring? And then you know how much money we make? They picked us to be the most ignorant. Now they bringing in new minorities. They bringing in new motherfuckers to take our place. But what they don't know is United States gonna be the new Mexico, my nigga. These motherfuckers ain't dumb. They smart and they stick together. See, why they thinking they getting cheap labor and they get them and put them straight to the ghetto. But these Mexicans, they turning these ghettos into, man, shit that you ain't never seen. They taking shit and making sugar. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell black people we gotta wake up, bro. If we don't, we not gonna have a place in this motherfucker. It's gonna be a boat waiting on us to get the fuck on. Because basically we're in slavery now. You know what I'm saying? Basically we're in slavery fucking now. You go to these bullshit ass jobs every day. You work your ass off just to have a roof over your head. Just like slavery. You know what I'm saying? You went out there in the cotton field all day long, but you had a house, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, only thing we ain't on the auction block. That's the only thing we missing is us standing up there and motherfuckers bidding on us. Other than that, this fucking slavery, man. Look how much money, look how much money McDonald's alone make off of niggas. You know what I'm saying? You go to McDonald's, they tell you in your mind that you don't deserve nothing but $8, $10 an hour. When that motherfucker making $3-4 million a year. You know what I'm saying? So you come on, man. Just like, look at this Amazon shit. How in the fuck Amazon paying motherfuckers like $18? And this motherfucker, Jeff Bezos, whoever owned that motherfucker, what they say he worth damn near $1 trillion, $500 billion? Nigga, and dog, come on, do the math on that, man. He can pay them people way more, but they don't want to give you what you really deserve to be making because why? You know what I'm saying? Why would they do that? They want to give you just enough where you need them, and you got to stay there to come up. You make too much money, you can build other shit around you. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that go. But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring this in, man. Like I say, I know how I get during Christmas. I know a lot of people, this is not, it ain't happy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad time for a lot of people. You know, we don't, like I say. But listen, we got to get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head high, man. It's okay, so what? You couldn't afford presents for your kids. It ain't the end of the world. He living, you living. Just got to understand. You know what I'm saying? Try better next year. Save up. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that this a holiday. It shouldn't really be so much stress on people somehow. I just don't think that it should be this stressful, you know. But like I say, life gonna keep going on. So we gotta find out a way to cope with this shit. Yeah, we lost people. I lost a lot of people close to me, but it's, hey, they gone. What can I do about it? Keep them in heart, keep them with me. And that's all you can really do. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through addiction, whether it's with any type of drug, alcohol, sex, whatever it may be that you're addicted to, and it's causing your life pain, listen, bro, there's nothing in the world, sad or happy, worth going back down that road. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck it, you know? Hey, it's going to be sadder when you get that monkey back on your back. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be sadder waking up drunk or on some drugs that you got to have every day that you can't go without. You can't function without it. It's going to be way sadder having them same problems. Them same people that's gone going to be gone. Them same problems that you got, they still going to be there. But now you got this problem. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's what it is. That's all I wanted to say to y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know I'm gonna do a few more between here and Christmas. But if y'all don't happen to see me, if y'all see this and don't see me again, man, Merry Christmas to you and your family, man. And let's keep our heads up and be positive, and don't let that bullshit worry you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you can do about it. Give it to God. That's what he, you know what I'm saying? Jesus died for us, for our sins and for everything we done. So, like I say, man, just give it to God. You know what I'm saying? Take it easy. Trap Talk Blue.